Welcome to the NCAA Baseball Regionals presented by Capital One. Back at it for day 2 here at the Tallahassee Regional, and boy, do we have a good one to get us started. An elimination game. It's win or go home for the top 2 seeds, Coastal Carolina and Florida State. So the winner will advance to stay alive in the bracket into another elimination game. But losses yesterday in upset fashion, putting Florida State and Coastal Carolina on the ropes. Welcome to you from Dick Howser Stadium with Devin Travis. I'm Darren Vaught. Man, we've got a big-time pitching matchup in this one.
This is the one that everybody circled coming into it. Coastal, Cam Flukie, and on the flip side, you got Wes Mendez. It's going to be a great matchup today, and if you like power pitching, stay tuned.
2 of the biggest prospects on the mound. Let's start with Wes Mendez, the ACC Pitcher of the Year.
This is a guy who pitches with real toughness, conviction behind every single pitch. It's power stuff, 5 pitches, any pitch, any count. This is the type of pitcher for Florida State all year long that truly has the ability to single-handedly carry this Florida State club. And just like Cam Flukie for Coastal Carolina, 7th start of the season, got hurt his first start of the year, missed almost 2 months. It's 3 pitches, fastball up to 99 miles per hour. He's healthy, he's back. The big question is, how long will he go today?
That certainly is the biggest question. When we talked to Kevin Schnall, his head coach, earlier this week, he says, we hope to get Flukie up to a more normal pitch count, somewhere in the 90 pitches range. And if he's looking good, that could go a long way en route to keeping Coastal Carolina alive. We had a wild one yesterday, a couple of upsets on to day 2 from T-Town when we come back. Late night last night, we finished up around 2 a.m., so Rex Watson of Coastal Carolina brought the griddle on the road, making protein pancakes for himself and his teammates prior to the start of this one. That's a good flip right there, Dev. That's what I would like to call the perfect golden brown. Here's the before, and then you flip them around. Got the dark chocolate chips in there, too. Coastal Carolina, we'll see if those protein pancakes pay off.
Dean Mijos looked like he showed up for protein pancakes yesterday, 3 for 5, a home run, a double, 4 RBIs. The Chanticleer offense, they came out firing yesterday. 11 hits, 10 runs, 13 men left on base, so big key today.
Second game in a row with Mijos in the 3 spot as opposed to leadoff where he's been all year. And here is Wes Mendez, the ACC Pitcher of the Year, a premier left-hander to get started for Florida State.
2026 ACC Pitcher of the Year. I love the fact that he added a cutter, just a little wrinkle. Fastball lives in the mid-90s, settle in. Work that glove side fastball into righties, away from lefties. Big key for Mendez today.
First pitch swung on by Walker Mitchell, who fouls it back, and we're underway. 0-1 the count. Mitchell yesterday, couple of hits, reached 4 of 5 times that he took to the plate.
Two different breaking balls for Mendez. Right there you see the big curveball, the slider sits in the mid-80s, cutters is upper 80s, the changeup metrically one of the best pitches in the entire country.
Good take by Mitchell, 2 balls and 1 strike. Mendez, no stranger to this kind of setting, albeit this one's an elimination game, but just a year ago he was named to the All-Tallahassee Regional team for his performance here in a regional setting, as that one is sent foul, 2-2.
He's a Bulldog, and he's a guy that just got better and better throughout his career. Last year was his first full year making starts, and he took the big leap. Jamie Arnold gone, Bellini gone. Who's going to step up in the rotation and be the ace? And Mendez, he's delivered.
With 2 strikes, wave and a miss. That's the first out.
Yeah, Wes, it's going to be a fiery one today. He's got that fastball dialed in, 95 miles per hour, up and out of the zone. He's locked in, and he's a competitor. It's a bulldog kind of approach. And I think his biggest growth is in the moments where the game kind of seems out of control or an opportunity for him to really get fired up. It's like, hey, just another day.
His ACC leading 118th strikeout of the season, and he begins Blake Barthol with one in the zone. Good start for Mendez, who gave up 4 early runs last week in his start against Pitt at the ACC tournament. Called strike 2.
And there's that glove side fastball, so that's a way to lefties. I think the big key for the glove side fastball to lefties, that slider, it's able to play right off of it. Cutter, play right off of it, gets chases out of the zone away.
Number 2 goes right at Barthol. There's strikeout number 2.
Locked in early, good sign for the Noles. Looks under control, 0-2 count. I'm gonna attack. And that's the slider right there. More sliders to lefties than the big curveball. Yeah, it's just smooth, down the hill, under control. Doesn't look like he's trying to do too much. Locked in.
2 batters faced, 2 fanned so far for Wes Mendez as the first pitch reached at and poked into left center field for a base knock by Dean Mijos.
It's big, you get the 2 outs. Wes Mendez is looking to have a 1-2-3 inning, fire up this club, but extend the inning. Coastal Carolina, they did that all game long yesterday.
Mijos has looked pretty comfortable for just a couple of games in that 3-hole.
You're struggling in the leadoff spot, and sometimes it's just nice to have a different feel of the lineup. You get to see 2 hitters hit before you have to jump up there.
Mendez has it skip away and into the backstop. That just got away from Nathan Schmela, the catcher.
I think it hit his foot. Let's see here. Check out the back foot. Yeah. Mazon just didn't look like he wanted to go to first base. He wanted to hit.
Okay, he's over there now. Yeah. Interesting. Well, I wondered too, because I saw the hands go up for Shaler Smith, the home plate umpire, as he watched it go into the backstop. So it's a hit batter, and now they're at first and second with 2 away. Coastal Carolina in the loss to Northern Illinois last night, 3 for 14 with runners in scoring position. This is an area of improvement for them in this elimination game.
Yeah, 3 for 14. 13 men left on base in the postseason. Yeah, that's a big key. It's pitching, defense, timely hitting. You got to have it.
Here's Rex Watson, the pancake provider.
Big, strong, physical guy. 12 home runs on the season. Leads the Schunk club.
He's got 2-0. Leaves it low. Wow. Couple of quick strikeouts for Mendez. Suddenly, first pitch single, first pitch hit batter, and 3-0 to Watson.
Yeah, and scary here. Coastal Carolina left on left here. West. 3-0 count. Rex ready to fire.
So throw back to second, and Mijos just in under the tag.
Asking for a challenge there right away, Gabe Frazier.
All right, so Florida State might have them look at this.
Florida State has challenged the safe call at second base. This play is under further review.
That just tells you how much respect Link Jarrett and this club have for Coastal Carolina, challenging that play here early on in the ball game. It was close. Live looked like he just got back in there safely. And he did. He's safe. Should be quick. That same timing pick from yesterday against St. John's with Florida State. Drop glove, something they work on extremely hard here postseason. Outs are hard to come by, and they're huge. They tried to steal one here, but this call should stand.
Look inside the replay operations center in Pittsburgh. All of this is centralized. Every game in these NCAA baseball regionals.
It's fantastic.
Should be quick. It's not so quick here, Dev.
Man. Sure, the ball beats him, but he's in there.
Yep, foot on the bag there.
The call safe is confirmed. Florida State has one remaining challenge.
All right, so a tricky situation, exacerbated just a little bit. Challenge blown by Florida State. They've just got one left.
Yep, just one. Challenges are big.
And it's still 3-0 to Rex Watson. Swinging away and fouls it.
Well, that 3-0 count, left on left. Most potent hitter at the plate for Coastal Carolina, knowing they're looking to strike early here on the Noles. How about a 3-0 slider, landing it?
Mendez going with not a fastball on 3-0 there too. Still getting a swing out of Watson. And take ball 4, loads the base paths.
2-out magic. Wes looked extremely dialed in and under control. Mijos. First pitch gets to him. First pitch hit by pitch. Nice at bat there by the lefty Rex Watson, setting up the bases loaded, 2 outs. Pressure mounting early for Florida State.
Bryce Estep getting the start today behind the plate and looks at strike 1.
Bryce pinch hit last night, late in the ball game. One of the 2 catchers here for Coastal.
He replaced Adam Tazi late as Coastal was trying to push to make its way back into that game against the Northern Illinois Huskies. And now it's 0-2. Mendez a pitch away from getting out of the spot.
Big moment here in this ball game. Wes Mendez dialing in, glove side, 2 pitches in a row.
Into the air, foul territory. And Ben Barrett runs it down until he runs out of room. Foul ball.
It's something to keep an eye on right there. 0-2 count slider. That's middle there. Execution is going to be big in the postseason. They're up big here. 0-2. Nothing over the heart of the plate.
Mendez again with 2 strikes. Got him swinging. He put the bait outside just off of the plate. E-step, Hacks can't connect, and it strands the bases loaded.
Well, good start. Got a little scary there for the Noles early on, but the Ace, they make their best pitches in the biggest moments. There's the changeup. 3 strikeouts for Wes.
No score as we enter the bottom of the first inning. It's win or go home for Coastal Carolina and Florida State. Not a situation we thought we would be in today after they were both upset yesterday. Florida State keeps the lineup the same. John Stutzer leads off. He led off yesterday's game with a solo home run on the first pitch he saw. Braden Dowd against St. John's 3 for 3 and drove in a couple of runs. Starter for Coastal is Cam Flukie. Much like Wes Mendez, Dev, this is one of the best arms in the entire field of 64.
No question, this was the pitching matchup everybody wanted to see coming into this one. It's a shocker. Both of them are playing now in an elimination game, win or go home. It's power stuff, man. The fastball up to 99 miles per hour, 4 innings pitched, and working back now from an early season injury. See how long he'll go. Coach said 90 pitches. What Flukie say?
He was hoping to get a longer leash.
Full go, baby. It's win or go home. This is most likely going to be Flukie's last collegiate start.
Here's John Stutzer, who left the yard on the first pitch yesterday. And we'll see what he does with Cam Flukie. Here he takes for a 1-0 count.
Not most likely going to be his last start. This could be his last start, so free him up, and he just wants to go fire. Let's clear that one up.
Inside, and 2-0 the count to Stutzer.
I'm interested to see the approach that Florida State has against Flukie, knowing that 5 pitchers threw yesterday for Coastal Carolina. Are they going to wait him out, try to force his pitch count up, or are they going to try to jump on a guy with an electric fastball that doesn't make many mistakes?
Big swipe at it by Stutzer, 2-1.
And there's your answer, 2-0 count. Most leadoff hitters, it's the old school way, is go ahead and force him in the strike zone before you take a hat. Chases one up and out of the zone there.
Big breaking ball stayed up, and that makes it 3-1 to John Stutzer.
Good looking pitch.
Heater tipped backward. Full count, John Stutzer. Here's a look at it. First pitch of the game, with the home run to make it 1-0 yesterday for Florida State.
Yeah, wasted no time. Ultra talented freshman, going to be a star here for the Noles over the next couple years.
Full count pitch. Line drive into right field, right to a man. Rex Watson with a couple of steps off. Reels it in for the first out.
Yep, good swing. 3-2 count. Know you're getting a heater, but Cam Flukie, I love it. You cannot walk the leadoff guy. He lives in the zone. Trust your stuff. Rocket shot, but an out.
So it got a little stressful for Wes Mendez in the top of the first. That was not necessarily comfortable for the first away for Cam Flukie. And now here's Braden Dowd. Strike on the curve.
Doesn't get the breaking ball up, but gets the breaking ball down. Once an umpire establishes a strike zone, we'll see as we go on. All you ask for is a consistent strike zone.
Braden Dowd has reached base safely in 29 consecutive games, as he's got 1-1. Yesterday, 3 hits, including an RBI double, a couple of walks as well.
He's a player. And base percentage up near 450.
Curve tapped foul. Now 2 strikes on Dowd.
And it's 2 breaking balls, just like Wes, a bigger curveball, downer action. In the mid-70s, upper 70s. And the slider, it's more of a ripping pitch to the lefties. He tries to drive it to their back foot.
Two and 2. Flukie, as we mentioned, not a full season of play this year. A year ago, named a 3rd-team All-American by D1 Baseball. He's all Sun Belt Conference, all-conference tournament team in the Sun Belt. On the ground, a high skip for Barthol at second, and that's 2 down. Flukie, a big-time prospect as he projects to the next level, according to our Kylie McDaniel. He's number 6 on that list of top 10 college prospects.
And the 2nd-ranked pitcher coming into the season, potential top 5, top 10 pick. An early injury. A lot of scouts in the stands today make up for a lot of missed time.
All those guys listed on that, by the way, in the field of 64.
That's awesome.
Incredible.
That is awesome.
Maybe the hottest hitter on the Seminoles team, Brody DeLamielleure, with 1-1 now.
Came into this regional on an 18-game hitting streak, snapped last night. He's a big reason. Loss of Miles Bailey. How's Florida State going to pick up some offense? Next man up, Brody. He's carried this club in the 2nd half.
Breaking ball lands for a strike again for Flukie. First 2 outs have been on balls in play, but this is a big-time strikeout arm.
Yeah, it is. It is. And it's great when he works ahead, too. He gets ahead. Now he's got 3 options, 3 strikeout pitches.
Breaking ball again, a touch outside, and it's 2-2.
Those are the ones we got to watch. You cannot expand the strike zone against guys with power stuff. Florida State, a team known to be a little bit overzealous and chase. It's a great take.
Here we go again, outside, full count.
Good at bats, good at bats.
Scorched but fouled. Lamalier fights off the fastball.
Look at that, first 3 appearances. 11 hits in 7 innings, 7 earned runs, 2 of his 3 home runs given up on the season. Those first 3.
Bouncer over the middle, backhanded grab. Barthol running away from the bag, delivers an accurate throw, and it's a 1-2-3 side for Cam Flukie in the Shots defense. CAA Baseball Regionals are presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? To the second inning we go from Dick Howser Stadium. Howser memorialized out on the concourse. Still no score in our expected pitchers duel. Wes Mendez back out to the bump for the Seminoles.
Great atmosphere here in Tallahassee.
Mendez faced 6 batters in the first, but struck out the side, didn't give up a run. Now he's got 7, 8, 9 in the Chanticleer's order. Begins with Jordan Taylor in left field. Defensively, 2-0 the count to Taylor, who started his career right here in Tallahassee, playing for Florida State, then transferred away.
Lightning speed.
Got on and missed 2-1.
Good response here from West. Falls behind 2-0. Dots up 2 fastballs.
Wave and a miss. Strikeout number 4 for Mendez.
We're back in fire, Wes. All 4 outs. Strikeouts. Falls behind 2-0, no problem. Fastball, fastball, fastball. Up, top of the zone. Hard to get to that. Wes looking sharp.
Now it's Colby Thorndike. First pitch swinging, 0-1 on the foul ball. Thorndike, a big piece of this Coastal Carolina team that made that deep run into the postseason a season ago, falling just short to LSU in the College World Series final.
Picked up a big knock last night, 2 RBI double. Middle innings.
Mendez right to him, and a backwards K.
Make it 5 for Wes. Be the fastball to this inning. And just rear back and fire. 0-2 count. No, man, no waste pitch there. Well located fastball. Out, over the plate, down in the zone. And everybody knew it, including Thorndike right away.
Squeeze play guys might call that punching out like a pro.
Sometimes you get caught looking soft. It's a fastball that you wish you could have pulled the trigger on.
Tip of the cap, walk it back to the dugout.
That's right. Nice pitch. See you next time.
Marengo looks at a strike that evens it up 1-1. Ninth batter in the order.
Ty's played some terrific defense all season long, just 4 errors.
One and two. Marengo came around for strike 3. That is 6 punchies for Wes Mendez. 2 innings through.
Elimination game for the Noles. And the Shants today. You got your ace on the mound. Can you deliver? Early on, I'd say Wes Mendez is locked and loaded.
Back from Tallahassee, last time Coastal Carolina and Florida State faced off in a regional game, the head coach for the Seminoles was playing for Florida State. Had a couple of knocks, run driven in, all the way back on May 23rd, 1991.
Seminole blood through and through, born and raised in Tallahassee. Link, it's a player, scrappy.
That game was actually the first NCAA tournament game in program history for Coastal Carolina. Makes for a pretty cool matchup we've got here at Hauser today as the first pitch is fouled away. Hunter Carnes, the batter for Florida State.
Hunter with a knock last night and a walk. Sophomore making strides this year, using the whole field. Ultra talented freshman last year coming onto campus. The top catchers in the country.
Breaking ball taken, and it's 0-2. Camp Flukie got 3 up, 3 down. It was a line drive to right and a couple of ground balls to second in his first frame.
Sharp hadn't made many mistakes.
Laced, and it's through the left side. Carnes sat on the breaker that time and gets the single. The NCAA Regionals coverage for all 16 sites continues tomorrow on ESPN Plus and the ESPN app. For more information, visit ncaa.com, the home of all NCAA championships. First base runner of the day for Florida State.
And an 0-2 count right there. Breaking ball sat up in the zone just long enough. Hunter Carnes, beautiful piece of hitting.
Ben Barrett searching for his first hit of the regional. A watchful eye on that pitch. It misses outside, 1-0.
Great story here. Ben Barrett comes on campus as a two-way, then spends the next 2 years plus focusing on pitching. Miles Bailey goes down looking for production out of first base, and Ben's been pretty awesome.
That one scorched. A short hop for Marengo at shortstop, and it gets through.
It's one of the best defenses in the country. Ty Marengo, one of the best defensive shortstops in the entire country. But good things happen when you hit the ball hard. That should be scored. An infield hit there, rocket shot. See Ben Barrett, no stride, super tight hands to his body. He's ready. Marengo, like I said, one of the best defenders. Rocket shot, caught in between. Noles first and second, no outs. Got to find a way to get this runner to third base. Less than 2 outs.
Flukie delivers. It's into the turf. 1-0 to Nate Schmela. Barrett's ruling there, an infield single, so back-to-back knocks for the Seminoles.
You got a strike here. First and second, no outs. One of the best arms in the country. You do not get many opportunities like this.
2-0 and a time called. Estep out to the mound.
This visit right here, simple moment, slow yourself down. Hey, your stuff looks good, be under control. They're not bunting here. Let's go ahead and challenge with that fastball. We're looking for a ground ball here in a double play. Slow down this momentum from Florida State.
Shmela hitless yesterday. Chops it foul, and it's 2-1.
Goes with the slider there, lands it in the zone. Speaking yesterday to head coach Kevin Schnall, said, hey, what's the key for Fluky today? What's going to be the key? He said landing his breaking balls. 2-0 count, high leverage, looking for a fastball. It's big.
And on the hands, good take. Shmela's count now 3-1. This is the 6th start since coming back from injury for Cam Fluky. He's tossed 4 innings in each of the last 2. Those resulted in wins for the Chanticleers. High bounce, Barthol, second, flips, Marengo, the turn, and the Chants get 2.
There you have it. Cam Fluky. Yeah, man. 3-1 count. Key's landing the breaking ball. Can you do it? You know. Shmela's looking to drive a fastball. Some early damage. Nope. Breaking ball down in the zone. Located well. Barthol, man, one of the best second baseman in the entire country. 4.63 double play. Momentum slowed. Pitcher loves it.
Runner at third, but 2 away now for Fluky as Gabe Frazier is the batter. Got his first home run of the season in his first AB yesterday, and he looks at that inside.
He's made a huge difference to this club. A lot of shuffling in the infield throughout the season. Once Miles went down, Gabe Frazier down for the middle part of the season. Excellent defender, transfer.
Hammer of a breaking ball, and it's 1-1.
Once again, landing the breaking ball on a fastball count.
Frazier out in front, swing and a miss, strike 2.
Big moment here, big opportunity for some momentum. It's just a nasty pitch, just nasty by Fluky.
Fastball that time, even count now 2-2.
Like Martin used to always scream in the dugout in these moments, 2-out hits win ball games. Big moment here for the Noles. Flip side, some big momentum for the Chants to get out of this jam.
Swung on and missed. Frazier fanned for the first strikeout for Cam Fluky. Combined with the double play, Coastal gets out of it in the second, and we'll talk to Link Jarrett when we come back. Through 2 innings of scoreless baseball in Tallahassee, Coastal Carolina and Florida State. And Link Jarrett of Florida State joins us now. Link, I know this in an elimination game, not the matchup you expected, but you've got your ace, and he looks really good so far. What's working particularly well for Wes?
Well, that cutter is something that he really developed this year, and it is electric right now. And then working the changeup off of that cutter gives you tremendous change of direction. And, you know, the fastball's got a little life, so it's a good sign. And tremendous arm talent. Their pitcher, Fluky, obviously, that's upside arm talent. So this is as good a pitching matchup as you could ask for. Clearly, we didn't want it to be under these circumstances, but here we are. So we have to compete, battle, grind, figure out a way to scratch and manipulate something offensively here.
Thanks, Link. Appreciate the time. Good luck.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Link.
6 strikeouts, 2 innings in for Wes Mendez. And again, not the situation we thought we were going to get this pitching matchup in, but if you're Florida State, you feel good because you got your guy on the mound. If you're Coastal, likewise.
Certainly.
Top of the order, a swing and a miss for Walker Mitchell.
What a year for Wes. 3rd player in program history to win ACC Pitcher of the Year. Micah Posey, man, he's been fantastic with this group.
Weekly hit foul ball makes it 2 strikes to Mitchell.
There you see Micah. It's just him and the pitchers. Great relationships with everybody. Spends a ton of time Each and every one of these guys, he calls every pitch of every game. Yeah, that hit him.
Yeah, bounced. But hit Mitchell.
It's a spiked breaking ball, Coastal Carolina. They're well known for this. They hang in there, go ahead and turn. Good decision, lead off man on any way you can against Wes. It's 2 hit by pitches today. Left on left here, the importance of trying to get guys to scoring position when you're facing frontline aces, especially in the postseason. Coastal well known for small ball. Florida State, I'm sure they're expecting it here with the meat of the order coming up behind them.
First one to Blake Barthol, bunted right down the first base line. Barrett fields and throws. Good coverage defensively. But for Coastal Carolina, mission accomplished.
Yep, well done. That's their game. Left on left there. You know there's not going to be many scoring opportunities in this ball game. Guy on first, no out. You got to execute, and that is about as perfect as it gets. Well defensed as well by Florida State.
A hit by pitch and then a sacrifice. Maybe the 2 things Coastal Carolina does as well as anything. First pitch, a ground ball to shortstop. Plenty of time to collect and throw for Frazier, 2 away.
Yep. You execute, you gotta find a way to strike. Runners in scoring position. Like I said, these pitchers, they are dialed in. It's win or go home. Heard Link talk about that cutter Wes Mendez added this season, and you saw it right there. You know, these hitters, they get this situation, runner in scoring position. They want to be the guy to drive in the first run. Just gets in enough.
Runner at third with 2 away. Trace Mazon. Into left field, a line drive, RBI single, and Coastal Carolina takes a 1-0 lead.
2 out hits win ball games, tries to go to it again, misses out over the plate. These Coastal Carolina hitters, they're smart, they watch. Kevin Schnall, he's been the hitting coach here for the last few years, and they'll draw up a game plan to get to it. Tries to go in, miss out over the plate, short, tight swing, go ahead, take your knock. 2 out hits, baby. Gotta have them. 1-0 Chance.
Brings up Rex Watson, who walked his first time up. Good pickoff move, but the runner just back. Mazon stumbled, but remains on the base paths.
Wes has a great pickoff move. Coastal known. Try to take chances, especially with 2 outs. You want to get in scoring position. Ooh, that was close. Remember, they lost the challenge already in the first inning. Maybe a little gunshot to challenge it again. You don't want to lose both early on in the ball game.
Second time around, Mazon back standing.
He's on 6 for 8. Stolen base category this year.
Here's the first to Rex Watson. Again, first pitch swinging, he fouls it away.
First pitch strikes, 10 of 13. Where you want to be.
Barrett tried a quick slapping tag on Mazon, still not in time.
Put it on him. Wes, he's not a guy that's completely predetermined. He's a gap guy. Leg goes up. They're just looking for space. If there's space between his legs, he's picking. If it closes, he's going home.
Swung on out in front. Watson with an 0-2.
Nasty. big slider. In the zone starts Adam, breaks away. 0-2 count here, 2 strikes, left on left. Tulsa's looking to run. Not a bad idea here, first move.
Throws behind the runner. Barrett the throw to second, and they get Mazon.
Some great coaching right there. That's great coaching. 0-2 count, 2 outs. Yeah, you're trying to get to scoring position. Worst case scenario, Rex gets a new at bat, but well done. Throws a strike to first base, inside, throws a dot. Yeah, you gotta clear the runner. Tag him, baby. Bottom of the third we go. 1-0 Chance.
The NCAA Baseball Regionals are presented by Capital One. What's in your wallets? And in part by new Sonic Refreshers. Live free, eat Sonic. It is pretty warm here in Tallahassee. A Sonic Refresher sounds pretty good. Pretty, dare I say, refreshing, Devin Travis.
Shoot, with the Italian ice, that sounds great too. Hot day here in Tallahassee. Always is this time of year.
8-9-1 batters due up here in the bottom of the third for Florida State. Cam Flukie starts Carter McCulley with a fastball and a called strike.
Knowles looking for a little answer back here. Traffic in the last inning, but the big double play got Flukie out of this thing.
Bouncer to third. Quick exchange. And a patient throw over by Mitchell. Out number 1.
Good start. This team can D it up.
Cam Flukie certainly letting his defense play behind him.
Yeah, it's strikeout stuff, but he lives over the plate. And in an era where everybody's looking for power stuff and strikeout, 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 he wants length today. I mean, 90 pitches is what we were told he's going to be at. If he goes out there, he's all over the place and going for strikeouts every single at bat. This outing won't last long.
Kyle Fisher, the batter. Came through with a couple of hits yesterday.
Just having a tough junior year, but a lot of big hits in the postseason. 3-year starter here for the Noles. Captain.
Flukie finds the strike zone, and it's 2-1.
Bottom of the lineup last night, 7-8-9. 6 for 11, an RBI, 4 runs. You got to have some production down there. They were great last night. Need them again today.
It's more of like a head in the count 2-strike pitch. Instead, it's taken for a 3-1.
Yeah, it's 4 3-ball counts by these Florida State hitters today.
Flukie gets a swing and a miss. Good old number 1, 95 miles per hour.
Yeah, we're back in fire. Big fastball. We want to walk the 9th batter, roll it over for the top of the lineup.
There it is again, and it's a called strike 3, 96.
96 and dotted down in the zone, and when you live in the strike zone, you get those calls. And home plate umpire today, Shaler Smith, he showed us that the pitches up in the zone, he's not really going to give them to you, but the pitches down in the zone, he's established that he's going to call it. And I agree with Fisher there, pitch is probably down, but when you live in the zone, you get those calls. Second strikeout of the day for Flukie.
A little more vintage Cam Flukie as he misses inside to John Stutzer for a 1-0 count. Flukie, I mentioned, with the full season of a sample size last year, that's why I keep pointing to it, because he was hurt throughout so much of this season. 118 strikeouts in 414 batters faced. That's 28.5% of the batters he faced were fanned.
It's big time stuff. Think about Coastal Carolina. 8 of their main guys coming into the season. 5 of them been out with injury. They've gotten 3 of them back. Still finding a way to be a 2 seed. Finished 2nd in their conference. They got their guy back now.
Off the handle, Weekly popped up foul, makes it 2-1 to Stutzer.
Those are little moments right here for Stutzer, just like the first at bat. 2-0 count, overzealous. He's swinging the bat well. He feels great. Chases up in the first at bat, would have been 3-0 that time. 2-0 count, fastball in off the plate, chases in. Those are the little moments you'll see throughout Stutzer's career. He'll flip that. It's going to be a star.
Touch inside.
Great sign. Pitch-to-pitch adjustments right there. He chases that same pitch before, makes the adjustment quickly.
And the freshman does not chase. It's ball 4 outside. ESPN is the home for the NCAA College Baseball Regionals. For around-the-clock multi-game coverage, scan the QR code on your screen. ESPN Plus subscribers can access expanded coverage with Squeeze Play.
They are great all day long, even into the wee hours of tomorrow.
Yep, just like we were here last night
That's right.
this morning.
They do such a great job.
Whipping around from game to game. If it's a big moment, you won't miss it. They'll get you where you need to be.
Yes, they will. See it again right there. Fastball down. These Florida State hitters not accustomed to that pitch being called, but it's been consistent. All you can ask for.
And the pickoff throw rolls away from Thorndike at first. Stutzer to second. And now trying to test his luck after Coastal has some issues getting it back to the pitcher's mound, but he stays put.
Those could turn up to be huge. Stutzer, a guy that can really run. Florida State, knowing with 2 outs, they're trying to get to second base. Coastal on the same page, just yanks that just enough from Thorndike, and a runner in scoring position. Once again for the Noles. Coastal capitalized with 2 outs. In the top half of this inning, Noles with an opportunity to answer.
Now 1-1. Braden Dowd now with the runner in scoring position. He's 2 for 2 with runners in scoring position, which is an area the rest of the team has really struggled. Hitless in that department for everybody else.
0 for 11.
Breaking ball, strike 2. Dowd also has been really good, 2 for 2 with 2 outs.
It's pretty good. Timely hitting. USC transfer.
On the ground and foul, and it stays 1-2.
It's just super under control. He's got a big leg kick, but he moves incredibly early. Everything's preset. He's ready to fire. Bat's in a good position. And in these moments, guys that come up with those big hits, it's an innate trait you really can't teach.
Lukey up and inside.
The pitch serves a purpose. Up and in. Tries to tie him up right there. Lays off of it. Big key here as a hitter. Florida State likes to get hit by pitches too, not 96 up and in. but that can speed you up quickly, right? And the fastball up and in now sets up something soft.
2-2, nope, still pretty firm.
Yep. Double up with the heater. Braden fouls it off, 7 pitch of the at-bat.
Breaking ball, poked away and out of play for another foul ball.
Excellent.
Some fight here from Braden Dowd. A couple fouled off after that 96 was up and in and nearly hit him.
So impressive. Marquee matchup right here.
Another 2-2. Breaker. Another foul ball.
Keep making pitches, keep fouling off the tough ones. Doesn't make many mistakes. This is all you can do with 2 strikes in that pitch count. 54 now. Florida State in the short term looking for a big knock here. But if you can get Fluky to 60 pitches through 3 innings, it's key.
Pitch number 9 coming up between these two. And again, it's wasted by Dowd. That's the 5th foul ball with 2 strikes.
Battle, 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 battle. What he's done all year. As a pitcher, it's just frustrating. He's making great pitches, just keeps fouling them off. More pitches he sees, advantage starts to swing to the hitter.
I mean, this is incredible.
Yep. Yep. What this does to a dugout, the belief. Hey, look at our guy fighting against one of the best arms in the entire country. He's putting on a performance of what 2-strike hitting looks like. But Fluky, he's worked out of these jams all day.
Down and in. Dowd with a full count. Full count, he's fouled away 6 with 2 strikes. And this will be the 12th pitch he's seen.
And you have an open base, and this is Florida State's most clutch hitter. Make a smart pitch.
Curveball in there for strike 3 taken.
Oh.
Third strikeout for Fluky.
I don't blame Link Jarrett or Braden Dowd or anybody for getting upset about that. When you ask for a consistent strike zone, you have not given the breaking ball up all day long. But Fluky, he gets the break and works out of another jam, and to the 4th we go.
One to nothing, Coastal Carolina leads, and it's getting chippy in this elimination game after that called strike 3 on the 12th pitch to Braden Dowd. A curveball from Cam Fluky. Ty McGahee, the third base coach for Florida State, gets tossed, ejected by home plate umpire Shaler Smith. So Link Jarrett, the head coach, trying to sort out exactly what the issue was there. I think some issue was taken with the strike 3 call as indication of boos throughout DeKalb Stadium.
I completely understand everything that happened there. That was a great at-bat by Braden Dowd. And listen, umpiring is not easy. It's a very hard job. They make mistakes, and I believe he made a mistake there, but I'm actually proud of Ty McGahee right there. Link Jarrett, he's out there fired up. He's with his club in the regionals. Got thrown out of a game last year in the postseason. So Ty McGahee protects his manager, says, hey, you want to know what? I'll let it rip. Maybe that'll spark a club. Tough way to see that at bat in, though.
Rex Watson leads off for Coastal Carolina in the top of the 4th. He was at the plate with 2 strikes when Trace Mazan got caught on the base paths for the 3rd out. First pitch, swing and miss.
Sometimes, just sometimes, as a coach, getting thrown out in a crucial moment can be what your team needs.
Foul tip, 0-2. Right back where he was the last time he was in the box. Wes Mendez has been spectacular, 6 strikeouts so far. Watson touches it to stay alive.
He's been sharp, just the leadoff hit by pitch last inning. Coastal Carolina has capitalized. They got the big hit with runners in scoring position. And the difference in the game is Florida State. A couple chances today, no cigar.
Again with 2 strikes. Wave and a miss. Strike 3. That's number 7 for Mendez. Coming up next on the ACC Network, our continued NCAA tournament coverage takes you east to the Chapel Hill Regional as the Tar Heels take on East Carolina and the Pirates. Coverage begins at 5 Eastern. One away, nobody on, and Bryce Eastet steps into it but looks at a strike.
West fired up. Crowd starting to really get involved in this ball game. Glove side fastball's working.
Rolled over foul, and now it's 0-2.
11 first pitch strikes for Wes Mendez today. 14 batters faced.
Rain starting to fall here in Tallahassee as it bounces away. And a 1-2 count to Eastet. Right back to Mendez, a long underhanded toss.
2 quick outs, settling in nicely, down in the strike zone. The changeup's been good. 7 strikeouts today, 3 via the fastball, 2 via the slider, and 2 on that changeup. He's sharp, 35 strikes, 13 balls, 48 total pitches thrown. The Noles find themselves down 1-0. Here in the top of the 4th.
Jordan Taylor, a strikeout victim his first time up. Mendez begins him with a strike.
Fell behind 2-0 on Jordan Taylor last at bat. 3 straight fastballs starts him off with the changeup there.
Swing and miss, 0-2.
Back to back. Looking to erupt.
Got him. It'll require a throw. Schmela to Barrett. A 1-2-3 frame for Mendez and the FSU defense.
Real fun, just getting started.
Run straight for the breakaway.
The celebration is on.
One of the roads to Omaha comes through Tallahassee. A look at our Tallahassee regional bracket. Both upsets yesterday. St. John's, Northern Illinois playing the 1-0 game a bit later tonight as Florida State, the hosts, and Coastal Carolina locking up in this elimination game. It's win or go home for both of these storied programs.
It's been a wild postseason.
Breaking ball, high bounce. Walker Mitchell from third, throw off the bag. Thorndike goes up and gets it and slaps the tag on Brody Delamalee.
It's a wet day. There's turf. It's never fun as an infielder. Catches the ball here. This is a sound defense. Goes up high. Thorndike picks up his guy. Nothing better than having a good first baseman.
Some elevation there for Thorndike.
That's right.
First pitch fastball is inside on Hunter Carnes. He got down 0-2 and singled his last time up.
It is what's a wet one?
It's sunny and dry, relatively speaking, when we started. But, as you noted yesterday, Florida stuff.
Yes, you can bank on weather delays in Tallahassee for regionals. Fluky's fastball command, you get a little bit erratic, going to that breaking ball a ton. See what kind of adjustment Florida State makes.
There's a fastball in there for a strike. Maybe it's the conditions, not as much on that one. 92 miles per hour for Fluky.
Yep.
Bounces it across.
They're going to pull him off the field here. It's coming down. Thinking moving forward, you got Wes Mendez and Cam Fluky. Marquee matchup with these pitchers. How long is this rain delay going to be? Do the head coaches send them out if this rain delay is 30 minutes plus?
All good questions.
I'm glad I don't have to make these decisions.
Yeah, no doubt. You and me both. And you know, neither head coach wants this to take very long to pass through, because both Fluky and Mendez are rolling, right? I mean, we are in quite the game at 1-0.
64 pitches for Fluky, 51 pitches for Mendez, both of them locked in. The difference in this ball game, though, and simple, is 1 for 3 for Coastal Carolina. Small margins in the postseason. They're up 1-0 with runners in scoring position. And Florida State 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position today.
Well, for Wes Mendez, he struck out the side in both the first and second innings.
Been locked in. 8 strikeouts, 3 on the fastball, 2 on the slider, 3 on the changeup, locked in, working both sides of the plate. The glove side command has been great. He's fired up, he's locked in, but we got a rain delay. And on the flip side, Cam Fluky, I mean, just working out of jams. What's he gonna look like? He's not at full go yet, but defense for the Chanticleers, yeah, it's awesome. The big time double play to slow down the momentum. 2 strikeouts coming up right here. The slider dialed in, well located. Fastball down in the zone, gets the call. He's an ace. It's frontline stuff. He's delivered, both of them today.
So the tarp coming out as the site crew rolls it out in the rain.
And the sun's starting to pop up currently as well.
But for now, we will delay. TBD in terms of how long this delay will happen. We'll keep you abreast as we know more. Bottom of the 4th, 1-0. Coastal Carolina leads. We are under a delay. Welcome back to the NCAA Baseball Regionals presented by Capital One. 2.5 hours of a delay. We are in the bottom of the 4th inning and just about to resume play. It's 1-0. Coastal Carolina leads Florida State, and what a roller coaster of a 2.5 hours it was. Rain was falling. Okay, this is somewhat predictable. Timeout called, delay starts, the rain is falling, the field is tarped. Okay, sure, but we've got such a great pitchers duel going on, Cam Fluky and Wes Mendez. All right, we're gonna chance it. Rain's still falling, we take the tarp off. Oh no, the rain intensifies. Tarp's coming back on. but the rain is so intense, the tarp doesn't want to come back on. Enter the Seminoles from the home team dugout. They're in on the action and trying to help. Some spillage with a Florida State pitcher there as well en route to the tarp. Then the Chanticleers of Coastal Carolina get in on the action and with many hands make light work. Once the sun came out, we got a lot of treatments to the surface, some football. Devin Travis was having a dance party, a lot of Akon playing during the break. Wes Mendez being a man of the people. His day is done on the mound, but he is beloved by this Florida State fan base. And here we are, Dev.
We're back, baby. 2.5 hour rain delay. You mentioned everything in between. It's an excellent ball game, 1-0. Here we are in the bottom of the 4th inning, 3-1 count on Hunter Carnes. I'm excited to see how this one finishes. It's bigger than baseball, right? Teamwork pulling the tarp, but they got it done. We got baseball going on, and Coastal Carolina's got Darren Horn, their go-to relief ace, back-to-back days here in this regional. Pitched an inning last night. It's a senior in the mid-80s, so sneaking to the upper 80s. A lot of swing and miss on an upshoot heater. Sweeper to go along with it in a changeup. Looking to keep these Noles off the board here in the 4th.
It's all hands on deck for both of these teams. Cam Fluke through 3 1/3 looked to be himself as this thing was positioned to be a long pitcher's duel between he and Wes Mendez. We mentioned, though, 2.5 hours of a delay, so neither will return to this action. A reminder, this is an elimination game. It's win or go home for the 2 top seeds here at the Tallahassee Regional. The winner hangs on to play another day. So a lot at stake and a tight ball game as we resume. 3-1 is the count to Hunter Carnes. And the first pitch delivered by Horn floated the opposite way but foul, and Hunter Carnes now has a full count.
3-1 count, got a new pitcher coming in the ball game. First pitch, ready to fire. The story so far in this game, 1-0 Coastal lead. Runners in scoring position. Coastal 1 for 3. They cashed in. Noles 0 for 3.
Full count misses outside. That's ball 4. And a walk for Carnes. He's reached both times. He's been up so far today. A single a few hours ago back in the 2nd inning.
And the second walk of the day for these Coastal pitchers. It's a funky arm slot here and extremely tough on right-handed hitters. I mentioned fastball just in the mid to upper 80s, but saw those strikeouts, 91 for a reliever. Impressive.
Ben Barrett singled his first time up. He's 1 for 1, swinging away at the first pitch, just like Carnes. Well, sort of.
Out of the gate, ready to go. Baseball's back, Tallahassee Regional. The 1 and 2 seeds here in an elimination game.
Outside 1-1.
Tough part with the Horn is you definitely want to see guys like this up in the zone. However, up in the zone is where Horn gets a ton of his miss. It's a sweeping slider.
Old foul, 2 strikes on Ben Barrett.
Crowd still hearing a
I
lot.
was about to say they haven't missed a beat. One off again by Barrett. The fans here at Hauser, while that tarp pull was happening, were cheering both the site staff and both teams as it was happening. So it has remained a raucous environment. Breaking ball in there for strike 3.
Nasty. In with the fastball, trying to get a ground ball double play, and then right off that fastball, how about a front door slider? Doubts it up. First strikeout of the day for Horn, 2 outs.
Nate Schmela's count 1-0. Grounded into a double play his first time up.
A lot of ground balls from Horn. Lives down in the zone, works underneath the hand of right-handed hitters. FSU today 0 for 3 with 2 outs, 2 for 10 yesterday. It was Braden Dowd who got both of those hits.
And a taken strike.
Taylor Smith, home plate umpire for the majority of the day, has given the balls down.
That's a strike also, 2-2.
Nasty combo. Front door once again just freezes you up. You're trying to push him out over the plate with that sinking action. Starts it on that inner lane. He shuts it down. And it's a slider there for a strike.
It's been tough for the Seminoles to commit to. Horn again is sent skyward. Shmela back to the gap in right center field, up on the wall, and it pops away from Mijos. Carnes around all the way from first, and it's a tie game.
Shmela. Hey, baby. 2 outs. No hits today. 2 out hits win ball games. It's been a stature here at Florida State for a long time. And Mijos drifting off his glove onto the wall. And a great job. First base, hustling the whole time. Carnes scores. We got a 1-1 ball game. Brand new ball game. Florida State fired up. You wonder how they respond after a 2.5-hour rain delay. Yep, they're live.
First pitch to Gabe Frazier is that slider, but it's just off the mark outside for Horn, 1-0. Frazier 0 for 1, struck out his only time up. That retired the side in the second.
It's a lot more fun here for a left-handed hitter with this arm slot. These are guys he likes to drive it up in the zone a bit more. They're looking for it to start closer to him.
Fouled onto the ground. So 1-1 for Frazier. Couple of hits yesterday, his first of which, his first home run of the season.
Having him back in this lineup, such a jolt for this Nole club.
It's at strike 2.
Been 7, 8, and 9 for the Noles in this regional so far. 6 for 11.
Out in front, a swing and a miss by Frazier. Strands the runner at second, but an RBI double for Nate Shmela, and we got a tie game. 1-1 as we end the fourth, and we'll talk to Kevin Schnall, the head coach of the Chanticleers, when we come back. Tie game at 1 run apiece after a 2.5-hour delay. It feels like it's a brand new ball game. Florida State has knotted it up at a run apiece, and Coastal Carolina head coach Kevin Schnall now joins us. Kevin, 2.5-hour delay. We liked what we saw from Cam Fluke. Obviously, he's not going to go here. What was most important for your club during that wait to get resumed?
Well, ultimately, we just had to stay, moving around, and we were able to get into the football facility and, really just try to stay mindless and moving around a little bit and stay relaxed and out of the heat.
Coach, you got Darren Horn on the mound. What's your plan with him going forward after pitching last night?
Well, we got him out, I think 15 last night, so we got him out in time, and we'll just go, pitch by pitch, batter by batter, see how he's doing, how he's feeling. But obviously, we need to get a little bit out of him here.
All right, Coach, appreciate the time. We got a good one here.
All right, guys, thanks so much.
Thanks so much, Coach.
Coastal Carolina trying to stave off elimination as they head to the plate in the 5th inning. And they'll face Brody Purcell, who replaces Wes Mendez. Man, it is a shame we had that delay when we had it, because Mendez in addition to Fluky, was looking really good, but Purcell's a good arm.
Yeah, Mendez was showing off that power stuff, and Purcell has a power arsenal as well. Fastball running up into the mid-90s. Slider, changeup. Much, much better against right-handed batters, hitting just .077. Lefties having a lot more success. So big key today. Let's focus in on how he's able to attack these left-handed hitters for Coastal.
His first assignment is a lefty. Colby Thorndike swings over top of the first and has 0-1. It's the top of the fifth here for Coastal Carolina. Interesting note regarding the Chanticleers. Their scoring margin or differential for this season, first through fourth innings, -31. Fifth through the ninth, how about +110?
Man.
They turn it on in the back half of games this year.
Yes, they do.
Now 3-1.
Listen up and away to the lefties. Change-up's the pitch he has to be able to land.
Right back to him. Purcell knocks it down. And that's the first out.
There you have it. Fall behind 3-1. Got to trust your stuff. Minimizing walks. Huge. It's ground ball and a good start. Pitch and fielding practice. They work on that hard here in Tallahassee. Get a glove on it, stop it, under control.
And now Purcell, who appears a bit hobbled after making that play, is going to get checked on.
Yeah. Just point to that right leg. Throw a pitch, see how he feels. Good to go.
Love to see it. Wes Mendez watches after he had, man, some of his best stuff of the year.
He was locked in. 8 strikeouts, 51 pitches through 4 innings. He was efficient as well. Hoping that's not his last start. This isn't his last start in the Florida State uniform. Same on the flip side with Cam Fluky. 2 projected top 60 picks in this year's Major League Baseball draft.
Purcell looks all right to me. A couple of strikes to Ty Barengo.
Yep, free and easy, down in the zone, driving it. Way ahead here, 0-2, wherever you want.
Trying to spin it, and it's outside 1-2. This crowd living and dying with every pitch.
They want every single one of them.
Just fouled. Barengo a bit late. Reactionary swing.
That's where you want to be with 2 strikes. It's got a good breaking ball. You want to think about hitting ball to the right of second base. Let it travel as long as possible.
Into the air, foul territory. Barrett running, and it's out of play. Skyward, this is shallow right center field. And the call and the catch by DeLamielleure.
Pop-up priority right there. Everybody taking off to the baseball. Right fielder has priority over all the infielders. 2 outs. Purcell looks sharp. Working in on the righties. I got it, I got it, I got it, I got it. Infielder, go ahead, bail back to second base. Well done.
Back to the top of the Coastal order. Walker Mitchell shaking his head as if to say, no, that's not a strike, but it's called one. Swing and a miss. Quick 0-2.
Working ball up, fastball right off it.
Up and inside.
Looked like he lost it. It's Shmela's thumb guard. That's scary. 95 up near your head.
K-time for Purcell. Of the backwards fashion.
Crowd chanting K-time here in Tallahassee. The fans, they're still with us, baby. We got a good one. 1-1. How about a right-on-right changeup? Yeah, Purcell. Give the crowd what they want. Bottom of the 5th we go.
ESPN is the home for the NCAA College Baseball Regionals. For around-the-clock multi-game coverage, scan the QR code on your screen. ESPN Plus subscribers can access expanded coverage with Squeeze Play. Our friends Matt Schick, Chris Buddin, Chris Burke, Mike Rooney, the whole crew, they'll whip you around from game to game, moment to moment, making sure you don't miss an important pitch, important at bat. Sometimes they'll beam in on us here in Tallahassee.
Put your phones out every time you see that. I wish I could be watching it right now. We cover it all.
8-9-1 batters for Florida State. Pull-side shift against Carter McCulley, who swings and misses. 0-1, McCulley 0-4-1 at the plate. Ground ball to third back in the 3rd inning.
2 knocks last night. Talked about seeing the ball up in the zone. Right side of second base, you got a free one. You face tough pitchers like this, and this is their relief ace. And you know about all the strikeouts, and it's swing and miss stuff, and there's not a lot of solid contact. Against pitchers like this, you got to just take what they give you.
A watched strike by McCulley. Two. He fights it off foul.
Especially with 2 strikes. Sell out, seeing the ball deep, trying to take it out of the catcher's glove. I'm saying it like it's easy. It's incredibly difficult, especially against a really good arm like this, but that has to be your thought process.
McCulley lifts it out to center field. Mijos on the run. A long way to go, and he catches up for the out.
Good pass right there, but well located. Sweeping slider down, gets it out. The outer edge of the plate, just off the end.
Here's Cal Fisher at the bottom of the order for the Seminoles.
Bottom of the order, they are the guys that have provided much of the offense this regional. This was my guy that I circled coming into it. It's a difference maker for the Noles.
6 hits combined yesterday for the 7, 8, 9 batters for Florida State. They're a combined 0 for 5. This will complete their 2nd time through the order. Inside to Fisher.
See it, 6 for 11. An RBI last night. 4 runs scored. 4 to 5 runs.
Close take. Fisher's got 3-0. 2 of those 6 hits last night were Fisher's.
Taking all the way there, 3-0 count, bottom of the order, trying to find a way to create some traffic here. It's Coastal. Your horn. Gotta attack with that sinker, trust it.
High drive! Way back! Way gone! The bottom of the order provides again for Florida State, the 3rd home run of the season for Cal Fisher, and the Seminoles lead.
Yeah, Cal, good for you. Felt like he was the guy, man. I mean, he's gotten so many big hits. Now in his 3rd year here at Florida State, tough season, draft year, all the pressures that come with it, and boom. You hit it that far, go ahead and enjoy it. Oh!
Head on a swivel out there, whoa!
Glasses. He didn't even flinch.
Fisher's first home run since April 9th.
Good for him.
Not for that guy out in the bullpen.
No.
Oh, 0-2 count to John Stutzer.
Same low strikes, man. He's giving them way down there. There's a couple different strike zones with 3 of them. It's the traditional strike zone, your strike zone, and the umpire strike zone. And when you get to 2 strikes, it's the umpire strike zone that matters most.
Too low again, and it's 2-2. Line drive through the middle of the field. Stutzer aboard to follow up the long ball. And just 1 away.
Yeah, another base hit on a slider there. It's the sweeping slider. Starts it in, runs it back over the heart of the plate. Just like Cal Fisher finds barrel. 1 a homer. Another knock right back up the box. A lot of speed at first base now. This is Florida State's dream. John Stutzer up the bat. You got the hole open between first and second base. And you got Braden Dowd at the plate.
Dowd swings and misses. Florida State maybe recentered their chi a little bit during that rain delay. Before the delay, no runs. 2 for 11 at the plate. Since then, they've scored twice to take the lead on 3 hits.
So how happy they are. Fluky's out of the game.
Yeah, maybe that would be the more educated guess as to why that's going on.
And there's no disrespect to Darren Horn. He has had a tremendous year, one of the best relievers in the entire country. Cam Fluky, potential 1st-round draft pick coming up. Sigh of relief for the Noles.
0-2 to Braden Dowd. Hard on the ground. Barthol scoops it, flips to Barango, and the Chanticleers turn 2 again. This time it's to get out of the frame in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Cal Fisher, 3-1, slider. Oop, sneaks in on the inner half of the plate. As soon as it was hit, it was gone and out in left field. Heads up.
Back from Tallahassee with some unfortunate news. It felt like we had just gotten things going again. Coastal Carolina turns a double play. We go to break, we come back, and the tarp is on its way back out. The rain has started to fall again, so we are again under a weather delay here at the Tallahassee Regional. But Florida State, since the last one, 2 runs on the board, they've taken the lead.
Unfortunate here in Tallahassee. This has been an incredible baseball game. If one thing is true, and you can always count on it, during the regionals there are a ton of weather delays. It's super humid, it's hot. Here you can see AccuWeather. much is on there, but it's here. The rain's coming down. Sure, lightning is somewhere near too. And we have another weather delay.
Forecasts are great. We gotta use what we know. And what we know is it's raining right now.
That's
so
right.
the tarp comes on. We delay again. We're through 5 innings of a great baseball game. And Florida State leads it 2-1. They were trailing 1-0 until after we got out of the weather delay. RBI double by Nathan Schmela shortly after the resumption. And then in the 5th, 9-hole batter Cal Fisher. Quite the bat toss and some insult to injury as it bops a guy in the head.
Yeah, season long, the frustration all out right there with one swing. Seminoles use the weather delay, 2.5 hours to their advantage. 2-1 ball game. Noles take the lead here. Bottom of the 5th inning. Now we're at the top of the 6th, and we got another weather delay here. Excellent ball game so far.
Rest assured, we will return when the weather improves and they resume the baseball. 2-1 through 5 of a really good one here in Tallahassee. Welcome to the NCAA Baseball Regionals, presented by Capital One. Back at it here in Tallahassee, not for the start of a game, but for the resumption of play. Elimination game underway between Coastal Carolina and Florida State. We've seen a lot of this rain, tarp, over 6 hours of weather delays across our 3 games. The locals not as restless as you might imagine. And we're set to continue this game, which, as I said, is an elimination game. It's win or go home for Florida State, up 2-1, and Coastal Carolina. And we welcome you back here to Dick Howser Stadium with Dev Travis. I'm Darren Vaught. And Devin, prior to the suspension, this was such an incredible game. We hope that momentum continues.
And I think it will. It was a great game yesterday, but we're back here today. It's baseball. The weather, you can't control it. I'm excited to see how these guys come out today with 4 innings left to go. Coastal Carolina yesterday, they got the scoring going in the 3rd inning. Big 2-out knock with the runner in scoring position. That's crucial in the postseason. Florida State, rain delay, long one. Nate Schmela, the senior, delivers with a big 2-out knock off the right center field wall, ties the ball game up. And good for this young man, Cal Fisher, 399 feet, 104 miles per hour off the bat. Yeah, he's feeling it. It's a big shot, and that's how Florida State took a 2-1 lead here, headed into today.
That was Fisher's first home run since April 9th. You get a look at the line scores for Cam Fluke of Coastal Carolina, Wes Mendez of Florida State. 2 superstar starting pitchers had stellar outings cut short due to the delay and then ultimately the suspension of play. So we turn to the bullpen, or do we, Devin? It's another starter on the mound to take over Trey Beard for Florida State.
Yeah, interesting tactic for Florida State here. The importance of having to win this game. They go with their Saturday starter, Trey Beard, transfer from Florida Atlantic, one of the biggest kids in the transfer portal this offseason. It's great stuff. It's 4 pitches, fastball 90-93, slider, a ton of swing and miss, mixes in a bigger curveball, and it's the changeup. That is the big key today, and I think when you look at these splits, 299 against lefties, the righties hitting just 214, so the reverse splits. That changeup against righties is what makes him so tough. How will he deal with the lefties today?
These fans in Tallahassee have been incredible. They stayed all day yesterday, only got to watch 5 innings of baseball. They were loud the entire time. And Trey Beard begins with a ball down into the turf. He's got 2, 3, 4 in the Coastal Carolina order, beginning with Blake Barthol.
See, first pitch changeup to Blake Barthol.
One of those lefty-lefty matchups. Right out of the gate, and a swing and a miss. Off speed, Barthol 1-1.
Nasty. Went back to a changeup there. Yep, you know, you think about the left on left. It's a Bugs Bunny changeup, and for the righties, it does fade a bit late down and away. A lot harder to pitch that pitch with conviction against lefties.
to it again. 2-1, the count to Barthol, who prior to suspension, 0 for 1, a strikeout his first time up, then a sacrifice bunt. His 20th of the season, that leads the country. He yanks it foul for a 2-2.
4 off-speed pitches. Right out of the gate. Pretty good in his last outing. That's 16 days ago, May 15th against Miami.
A touch off the plate, and now a full count to his first batter of the game.
16 days, too. I mean, makes you think, right? Bryson Moore yesterday, he battled through, didn't have his sharpest stuff. How will Trey Beard respond after a big delay?
And he misses low, ball 4. Leadoff man is on for the Chanticleers. Second time that's happened in this game. The first time it was the hit batter that was sacrificed into scoring position by Barthol and later driven in by Trace Mazan for the first score.
Yeah, leadoff walks. They just come back to bite you. And it's a big part of this Coastal Carolina game is the sacrifice bunt. They like to put pressure on opposing defenses, force you to complete the play, and then it's timely hitting and runners in scoring position.
Dean Mijos, who's had a really good weekend in the 3-hole, and he drops down a bunt. Beard fields, the throw to first is there. Sacrifice executed and a man in scoring position.
Well done, part of their game.
So up now is designated hitter Trace Mazan, who's responsible for the only run so far for Coastal Carolina. RBI single back in the 3rd that developed very similarly. Leadoff man got on, a sacrifice put that person into scoring position at second. Beard's first, big breaking ball that drops in.
And a big curveball, that's a pitch he uses to either get back into a count or to steal early strike. Now he goes ahead, 0-1. Full repertoire coming.
0-1 to Mazan. Same thing, same result. 0-2. Mazan driven in 7 in his last 5 games for Coastal.
About that, back-to-back breaking balls. Mazan having a great season. Coming into this game, 352. Ticked up.
0-2, sails high, the fastball taken for a 1-2.
Take a peek at that heat map. So this is from the pitcher's view. So inner half of the plate. He loves it.
Likes him up as well. And he waves it back foul to keep his 1-2.
And that's one up there, and Trey Beard's changeup hits best when it's down. Head 1-2, you got to work down when you go to the changeup. The elevated fastball, it's sneaky. You run it up to 93 miles per hour. That's the pitch that he can get away with up in the zone.
Long look to second. Beard with 2 strikes again, sweeps it down and in, 2-2.
So now we've seen them all. It's not the fastball.
There goes the runner from second. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Schmela's got to pick it up and find a throw to Barrett at first. He does. So it acts almost as if a sacrifice, getting Barthol to third.
Yeah, but 2 outs and a big strikeout. Nasty pitch, back foot, breaking ball. Goes with the curveball. Nice block there. Get the batter out of the way, step inside, watch out for the bat. Well done, but once again, runners in scoring position now. Guy at third base, Trey Beard, gets a lot of swing and miss and chase down below the zone. The importance now with a guy on third base. Pitch down in the zone that he bounces. Wild pitch could score a runner.
First pitch swinging. Rex Watson loves to do that. 2 plate appearances so far in the game, a walk and a strikeout. But a long time since he's been in the box. Pitch taken 1-1.
Slider is the go-to pitch to lefties. Overall on the season, 52% swing and miss. Rex looking for some elevated, close to him.
Watson left it up in the strike zone, and now he's got 2 strikes.
And that's what Watson wishes he can have that pitch back. Mistake. Trey Beard gets away with it. 5 of 11 runs scored with 2 outs for Coastal in this regional.
Tapped foul as Watson stays alive at 1-2.
A battle and foul off those tough pitches. Trey Beard way ahead here, going for the strikeout.
Chance and claps for K-Time for quite a while here. Beard gets a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Runner stranded at third. It's the 11th Florida State strikeout for the game.
16 days. Last time Trey Beard was on the mound. A little shaky to start. Just give him a little bit of time. He'll settle in. Nasty slider. Bottom of the 6th we go. Nose up 1.
NCAA Baseball Regionals are presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Florida State fans thrilled at the prospect of some sunshine, some lack of rain, and their Seminoles headed to the plate with the heart of the order. 3-4-5 coming up for the bottom of the 6th in this resumption of play, and they'll see a new arm for Coastal. Luke Jones, the sophomore righty.
Fastball 88 to 92. And Coastal Carolina going with a very, very similar game plan. This is one of their starters throughout this season. Just a sophomore. A couple different breaking balls, change up, locates well, keeps hitters in between, likes to change lanes and eyesight. And here he goes against the 3rd hitter for the Noles.
Brody DeLamielleure watches strike 1. Luke Jones in the month of May, 17 2/3 innings pitched. He surrendered 16 runs in that stretch.
It's a new season, postseason, clean slate.
And he's got an 0-2 on a guy who was the hottest hitter in the lineup for Florida State entering this regional. He's 0 for 2 in this game.
18-game hitting streak snapped yesterday, 2 days ago, excuse me.
Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Who could fault you for that?
Oh, man.
That's a mistake I'll probably make several times today.
Friday, Saturday, Saturday is Sunday, baby. Here we are.
Jones a 1-2. And it's a rocket out to right field, but curls foul. Barehanded snag out on the concourse. Look at that.
Yeah. Show me what you got. Show me what you got. Show me what you got. And yeah, stay with it, baby. Well done. Quick little arm. You see the slider there. More lateral action than depth.
Two and two. DeLamielleure pokes it out into center field for a base hit. Just as it was for Coastal Carolina, the leadoff man reaches for Florida State.
And just the second time for the Noles, getting their leadoff runner on, and a nice piece of hitting right there by Brody. They've been pitching him extremely tough. He's the guy they circled coming into this thing. Hottest hitter, don't let him beat us, and that's 2-strike hit, man. Doesn't matter how hard you hit it, you got 2 strikes, got to get it to go forward, stays on it, drives it back up the box.
That's now hits in 19 of the last 20 games for Brody DeLamielleure. And a man on for Hunter Carnes, the designated hitter. Leaves the breaking ball outside. He's 1 for 1 in the game. Singled his first time up, walked in the 4th inning. as the first batter after that 2.5-hour delay yesterday.
2 for 5 in this regional with a couple walks. Hunter having a nice year.
Looks at a strike, it's 1-1. Off the handle and fouled back for strike 2.
Hunter Carnes, great year he's having. Sophomore, 7 multi-hit games. Reached base safely, 18 of his last 19.
Jones the 1-2. Misses outside.
The guy that gets a lot of ground balls, runs it underneath the hands of righties, just yanks that fastball and trying to go in.
Carnes, statuesque, didn't leave the box with 2 strikes. And he's worked the count full.
Hunter seeing the ball well right now. No outs, up 2-1. A lot of momentum on your side. Knowles have scored in 2 straight innings. Got a guy at the plate that doesn't strike out a ton. Look for him to start the runner.
Runner goes, full count pitch, swung on and missed. The throw down, not in time. So it's a stolen bag for Delamelier, 1 away.
A good jump there by Delamelier on a guy that runs a ton. Force the pressure, you got to lead. It's a good jump, fastball, nasty. Look at that action and a nice throw. Second base, but too good of a jump by Brody. Knowles, another runner in scoring position.
For Ben Barrett, who's 1 for 2, singled his first time up in this game. Leaves it 1-0.
Knowles 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position in this ball game.
Florida State 2 for 15 with runners in scoring position so far in this regional and a game plus.
Figured out that first loss to St. John's. You got opportunities in the postseason. You got to cash in. Big opportunity here.
Barrett fouls it away.
Ben Barrett, great story. Great story. Comes in as a 2-way, focuses on pitching after his freshman year. Coming into the year, he was just a pitcher. Miles Bailey goes down. Highly talented Miles Bailey. Ben Barrett picks up the slack.
Came around 3/4 of the way. Now it's 2-2.
That's what that fastball in did to Ben Barrett right there. He runs it underneath the hands of pitch before, speeds him up, goes to the slider. Nice pitch and a sword.
Jones with 2 strikes. Can't bait him outside, and it's a full count.
Second straight 3-ball count for Luke Jones.
And he fouls it away. So Barrett fights it off. Pitch number 7 from Jones to Barrett here. Wave and a miss, strike 3. Couple of consecutive punch outs for Jones, but these are rather laborious plate appearances.
Back-to-back, 3-2 counts, back-to-back strikeouts on a fastball, and that's a good shot there, up in the zone, some upshoot. And Ben Barrett can't get to it. Now 0 for 5 for the Noles in this ball game. Runners in scoring position, tight game, but this is the guy Nate Schmehler that got the Noles on the board early.
RBI double his last time up. That was, I don't know, maybe a week ago in the 4th inning.
Feels like it.
Jones got one over, now the 0-1. Shmela takes again, and he's down 2 strikes.
Looks like he's looking slider there, gets back-to-back fastballs way ahead. Nothing over the zone here, looking for a chase.
It is outside, Shmela doesn't go. Nicked foul, and Shmela still in there with a 1-2. And here's a look at the RBI double back in the 4th inning. This tied the game at 1 at the time, as Dean Mijos was unable to pull it in up against the wall.
Big 2-out knock for the Noles, got him on the board. 4 straight fastballs to Shmela this at bat.
Jones again with 2 strikes. Upstairs.
Big take there, 1-2 count. Now Shmela back in it.
On the ground, shortstop Barengo, throw in time, side retired and runner stranded. We're through 6 now, 2-1. Florida State still leads. ESPN is the home for the NCAA College Baseball Regionals. For around-the-clock multi-game coverage, scan the QR code on your screen. ESPN Plus subscribers can access expanded coverage with Squeeze Play. We're pre-gaming it today. That'll get started on ESPN Plus at noon. But if you choose to keep it here on ESPNU following our game, you'll get another elimination game from the Lawrence, Kansas Regional. Arkansas and Northeastern squaring off to keep their hopes alive and advance to a regional final to face the Jayhawks.
How about them Jayhawks this year? Man, that's an impressive group, a program that just keeps getting better and better.
Some great crowds there in Lawrence, too. I mean, they broke attendance records all season long with the success that they've had, so you knew it would be rowdy in a postseason scenario.
Oh, yeah, it's a tough Midwest team.
Back to Coastal Carolina at the plate here in Tallahassee, as it's Bryce Eastat. How about mid-major Huskies teams? Northeastern, living to see another day in Lawrence. We got Northern Illinois in our 1-0 game a little bit later today.
Ryan Copeland, awesome, awesome. Mike Hampton, St. John's, 3 and 4 seeds in this regional in the winner's bracket.
Whipped straight back to the protective netting, and Bryce Eastat has a 1-2.
Trey Beard coming out throwing some fastballs this inning.
Fought off again, and it remains 1-2.
Eastat 0 for 3 in this regional. Pinch hit in game 1, 0 for 2 today.
Strike 3 taken on the outside edge. And Trey Beard has fanned 3 in a row.
3 in a row, first strikeout. Today with that changeup. I mentioned he's much better against right-handed hitters, and the changeup is the big reason why he gets the call on a borderline pitch up and away.
But the smirk from Nate Shmela behind the mask there behind the plate. 0-1 now to Jordan Taylor as Trey Beard continues to roll. And Kevin Schnall disputing something, likely the strike zone. As things, listen, we paused for a while in this game, but it has been chippy throughout. Third base coach Ty McGahee of Florida State has already been tossed. Remember, that happened yesterday.
Home plate umpire Shaylor Smith. It's a new day, and complaints are still here. Hopefully got a good night's sleep. This is regional baseball, man, and every pitch really does matter. I think the gripes have been fair from both sides, but back to baseball we go.
Ripped by Taylor, the Florida State Seminole formerly, right to Frazier at shortstop for the second out.
That's a nice swing there by Taylor. He looked for the changeup, got the changeup. Baseball can be a cruel game. Hit right on the nose to the wrong spot. 2 quick outs for Trey Beard.
Brings up Colby Thorndike, 0 for 2 in the game. But again, both of those plate appearances yesterday, as I will continue to clarify. And probably will sometimes say 0 for 2 today when that's not actually true.
I'll be right with you, baby.
Beard sneaks it in for a strike. It's 1-1. That big curveball, no swing from Thorndike, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Once again, it's fastball, changeup's the number 2 pitch. Slider is the pitch that gets the most swing and miss. Curveball, about an even mix of slider, curveball, gets a lot of swing and miss as well.
First 3-ball count for Trey Beard since he walked the first batter he faced. Now a full count.
And it's a slider.
Wave and a miss. Thorndike can't connect. And it's already 4 batters struck out by Trey Beard. He's gotten 6 consecutive outs.
Having fun here in Tallahassee. Sean Snowles. Crazy rain delays, doesn't matter. We got baseball, baby, to the bottom of the 7th. Let's go.
Coverage of the Women's College World Series continues today from Oklahoma City with 2 elimination games. Couple of great matchups headed your way. 3 p.m. on ABC, it's Nebraska and Texas. And then it's 7 o'clock on ESPN, Texas Tech and UCLA. Those games also available on the ESPN app. All right, well, we're fresh off of our 11:30 a.m. local time 7th inning stretch, just the way we planned it. And the bottom of the order, which has been so good for Florida State, drew up in this side. 7, 8, 9 batters, beginning with Gabe Frazier. First pitch swinging, grounded to the right side of the infield, and that's 1 away.
1 pitch, 1 out. Luke Jones looks good. Firing that fastball from that lower arm slot, slider, landing it, keeping these hitters in between. He's a ground ball guy. And there's nothing more friendly than quick outs for the Shants. Down 1 here in the bottom of the 7th inning, 6 outs to go offensively. Quick inning, much needed.
Carter McCauley 0 for 2 in this game. Got a couple of big knocks. Was 2 for 4 in their first game against St. John's.
He's really come on. Senior stayed patient, waited his turn. Injuries now in the lineup, playing a great defense.
half-heartedly, comes halfway around for strike 2.
Jones is no fun to face for right-handed hitters.
Called strike 3. McCauley. Good morning, good afternoon, good night is the second out. And let's take a look at today's Capital One rewarding performance. The last time Cal Fisher was at the plate, a long ball. His first since April 9th.
Third of the year, a guy that's come up with a ton of big postseason hits for the Noles in his 3 years here in Tallahassee.
First pitch swung on, line drive, deep right field, off of the chain link extension of the wall. Fisher headed to second. He dives in, it's extra bases again, and a man in scoring position.
Little dance, little swagger here on a Sunday. Cal Fisher, that's a great sign. That's his strength. Right field, let the ball travel. Trust your hands. Short, simple swing, jumping on a first pitch fastball. Beautiful, beautiful. You got 2 outs. You got to find a way to get to scoring position with 2 outs. Even if you have a slimmer of a chance to be safe at second base, you go ahead and test it, and he's in there easily. Noles need a big 2-out knock again.
Fisher's feeling good. Why not? Home run, big double, 350 feet the opposite way. 105 off the bat with that last one, too. And it's 1-0 to the leadoff man in the Florida State lineup, John Stutzer.
Ultra talented John Stutzer.
Taken outside, 2-0 advantage count for Stutzer, the freshman. Heralded on his way into Tallahassee and has worked his way up to the top spot in the lineup for the Seminoles. On the ground, here's Barango, long throw from short in time for out number 3. So again, base runner for Florida State. Again, a runner in scoring position for the Seminoles, but again, nothing doing as we head to the 8th. NCAA Regionals coverage continues tomorrow on ESPN Plus and the ESPN app. For more info, visit ncaa.com, the home for all NCAA championships. Trey Beards looked pretty good in his sort of start on the mound today.
Sure has. 4 strikeouts. 1 strikeout apiece on all 4 of his pitches. He's been good. He's locating well. He's mixing in the fastball just enough to keep these hitters in between. 6 outs left for the Chants. Retired 6 straight batters. Trey Beard, what a great grab in the transfer portal this year for the Noles. He's one of the best starters in the country last year. Transfers from FAU. Wanted by everybody in the country. Chose to come here to Tallahassee. He's put together a nice year.
9-1-2 in the order for Coastal Carolina as Beard tried to drop in that big hook, but it stays up 1-0. Ty Barango, strikeout and a flyout as he watches to a 1-1.
0 for 3 this regional, one of the best defensive shortstops in the country. Need him here now more than ever. Bottom of the lineup, got to find a way to get on for the top.
There's the curve in there for strike 2.
That is just tough. It's tough, man. Oh, man, come on.
Kevin Schnall taking issue.
Said it earlier, every pitch is ultra important. 1-1 count. In my opinion, it's the pitch in the count that's most important. From 1-1 to 1-2 compared to 1-1 to 2-1. Biggest difference, swing, pitch, and an entire at-bat, and he goes to the big breaking ball. Look, it's big, and sure, it's where the ball crosses the zone. It's just tough. It's take a look here at the knee. And actually not bad from that angle. But how that ball's caught, I don't agree.
Can as a batter, Dev, how you approach that affect the way it's seen by the umpire? You know what I mean? Like if your knees buckle, you give off the impression that you were fooled by it.
Great point, sure. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that means it's a strike if it's not in the zone, but
it's a great question. There've been a lot of gripes in this game. It's postseason baseball, I understand it, man. Every pitch so important. Nonetheless, you're sticking up for your batter, so he doesn't have to complain. Got the big and left though, 1-2 count.
Beard to the outside, 2-2. And he bounces it over and into the backstop. Review on the swing over to first base just to be safe, but arms extended by Adam Dowdy. Full count. Tapped onto the ground. Squeezed at third. Fisher's throw is there, one away.
Trey Beard, three ball counts. Tired all of them. We'll take a look here. 2 games here in Tallahassee for Coastal. 11 hits, 10 runs, 6 of them with 2 outs in game 1 versus Northern Illinois. Just 2 hits and a run here in this ball game.
Ten runs on 11 hits for Coastal in that first game and didn't even get the win. In the elimination bracket here, up against it with Florida State. Way out in front. Walker Mitchell with an 0-2. This is the last batter in the order Trey Beard is yet to face for the first time. Through 8 faced so far, he walked the first guy, has retired 7 straight, and now he's got a huge advantage on Mitchell. Got him for strike 3. Tag applied, 2 away.
Trey Beard locked in. 5 strikeouts now on the day in the changeup. It's just so tough. I mean, the spin really comes out looking just like his 4-seam fastball. Looks like a fastball the whole way. And it just stops midair and falls. And Mendez fired up for his lefty, his buddy on the mound.
Beard piggybacking an impressive performance by Mendez yesterday. Heats it up against Barthol and gets a swing and a miss.
So unfortunate we didn't get to finish seeing Wes Mendez and Cam Flukie go at it, 2 of the best arms in the country.
Foul ball, 0-2. Both Flukie and Mendez looked incredible yesterday too.
Such a good one, 1-0 game. Just going at it. Nate Schmela, hand a little banged up after foul tip. A great year Nate Schmela's had. You know, you think about having 2 catchers in college baseball, and 2 catchers that can really hit. And both of them having great offensive years and being able to mix and match them. One goes to the DH spot, one gets the catch, keep their legs fresh. Big key for the Noles' success this season.
Spent 3 years in the Ivy League at Dartmouth. This is his 2nd season as a backstop for Florida State. And he stops that one down onto the turf, 1-2. It's actually his 6th year of college baseball. Remember, the Ivy League did not play a 2021 season.
That's right.
That would have been his freshman year. Big breaker, swing and a miss. Trey Beard is rolling. That's his 6th strikeout.
Dealing. Trey Beard. Elimination game here in Tallahassee. You don't want it to be your last one, do you? He says no, retired 9 straight batters.
The NCAA Baseball Regionals are presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? To the bottom of the 8th we go in this resumption of play of a game we started yesterday, an intense elimination game. And Florida State, with a 1-run advantage, headed back to the plate. Still a pitcher's duel. Really, I think, Dev, at this point you could call it a couple of different pitcher's duels.
Pitching's been awesome today. Tight ball game expected.
First pitch is a strike to Braden Dowd. Second in the order for Florida State. It'll be him, Brody Delamelier, and Hunter Carnes. This is Dowd's first plate appearance of the day, his 4th of the game, as he laces it right into the adjusted alignment of the defense. That's second baseman Blake Barthol all the way out there and right.
Cruel game. Great coaching. Do your homework. Playing deep, second baseman. Shallow right field. Look where he's lined up, so they're playing him to pull. Absolute rocket shot. That's a base hit all day, except Coastal Carolina. Right spot. Quick out. Luke Jones looks good.
Brody Delamelier watches. And it's 0-1.
Brody with a base knock off Luke Jones. Last at bat on a slider.
Skyward to center field. Dean Mijos calls for it early. And there's the catch. The Stanley Cup Final gets underway Tuesday night. Game 1 with the Golden Knights taking on the Hurricanes at 8 Eastern. You can watch it live on ABC or also stream on the ESPN app.
I know a Hurricane fan somewhere close to me.
Sitting a couple feet to your left.
Hey, someone might be watching
A diehard, yeah. Ripped single out to center field for Hunter Carnes on the first pitch he sees. And another 2-out base runner for Florida State.
Yeah, jumping on a first pitch fastball down and away. That's where you want to get Luke Jones when it runs under your hands as a righty. Tough to get to. Good piece of hitting. Knowles. Importance of trying to find a way to get an insurance run. It can prove to be huge in ball games. I can't think. But look about Coastal Carolina, right, in that game, in the late insurance runs by Northern Illinois.
Yeah.
That was the difference in that ball game. Very well be the case today.
It was a 12-10 score when it ended. Northern Illinois with 2 runs in the top of the 9th inning.
It's Chase Williams over there, who's pinch running, the fastest guy on this team for the Noles, dealing with the side injury here late in the season, but the legs are good and it's big time speed, and they know he's in there to steal a base. He's talking about the game plan of how they can slow down Chase Williams from advancing to second base. It's going to be picks. It's going to be make sure you're quick to home. It's going to be make sure you vary your times to home, or he's going to be a hold and a pick, force the batter to call time. That's what this all is about right here. It's a big run over at first base. I think Jared, what a great job he's done this season.
I mean, he's pulled the appropriate levers at every stop of the way, especially coming out of that Miles Bailey injury to their star player, losing him for the season, having to rework lineups day in and day out. And Ben Barrett, the Bailey replacement, watches for strike 1.
First pitch slider. Chase Williams does not get steal signs. It's full-blown green light, 2 outs. If he trusts his jump, go ahead.
Williams back to the bag on a dive.
Think about that side injury he's dealing with. Sliding back head first can't be fun.
"17 for 22 stolen bases this season." Williams takes off. A wave and a miss for Barrett. No throw. And Williams is safe at second.
There you have it. Good pitch to run on. Knowles got their man in scoring position now. As you see the jump, go ahead and trust it. Gets a good one. No play, no throw. But Luke Jones way ahead here. 0-2 the Knowles, 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position today. Big opportunity for some momentum for the Shants. An insurance run for the Knowles.
Barrett whips it foul to hang in there with 2 strikes. That's the 18th stolen base this season for Chase Williams. It matches his total from a season ago.
Yep. He's a guy coming into this season. I'm sure he wanted to steal 50 bags. Slow offensive start, injuries in between, kept him off the field and the bases just enough. Keep him down at 18. Big pitch coming here.
Barrett, did he go around? He did, says Adam Dowdy. Strike 3, out 3, and Florida State leaves a runner in scoring position again, but they lead by 1 as we head to the 9th inning. It's an elimination game. Win or go home between 2 storied programs here in Tallahassee. ESPN is the home of MLB.tv. Stream every out-of-market game live or on demand using the ESPN app. Blackout and other restrictions apply. For more information, go to ESPN.com/MLBTV. The Red Storm of St. John's has been waiting a long time. They were supposed to play their 1-0 game against Northern Illinois last night, but because we couldn't finish this one yesterday, we couldn't play a second game, so they are quite ready as Trey Beard gets a swing and a miss on the first pitch to Dean Mijos.
First 6 starts great, last 6 starts a struggle. And today, out of the pen, so far, lights out. Coastal in the 9th inning this year, outscoring their opponents 48-18. 3 runs in the 9th inning 2 days ago against NIU, and 4 comeback wins when trailing entering the 9th inning. Last hit for the Shants in the 3rd inning.
Two strikes, the pitch from Beard bounces over. Beard has faced 10 batters. He walked the leadoff man in the 6th inning. Since then, has gotten 9 straight.
Nails.
Off the hands and fouled out of play. It stays 1-2.
Tries to sneak a fastball in there. Ultra important pitch for Trey Beard. He's got a great changeup, but you have to make sure you throw just enough fastballs to keep that thought in the back of a hitter's mind.
Swing and a miss. 7 punchies for Trey Beard. And the Seminoles 2 outs away from advancing.
Yeah, and there you have it. Sneak that fastball in. Up and in. He's a tick tardy. Are you going to speed up or are you going to stay late? He speeds up a bit, goes to the nasty changeup. Well executed, Trey Beard. Knowles 2 outs away.
One 1-0 to Trace Mazan. RBI single with 2 outs in the 3rd inning was the last hit of the day, of the game rather, for Coastal Carolina.
Yep.
And that was yesterday.
In the driver's seat here. I'd imagine he's going to get gifted a free fastball. Trey sell out, looking for something soft. Try to tie the game with 1 swing.
3-0 to Trace Mazan. And there's a strike to get Trey Beard back in it.
Same situation as 2-0. It's likely not going to get gifted a fastball here. Does he look for something soft?
Off the handle, little bloop into center field. Diving effort comes up just short. And it's a single. Tying runner is on for Coastal.
Yeah, nice piece of hitting right there. He does go with the fastball, locates it in, black in, and just gets enough of the barrel to sneak one into center field. It's a great job right here by John Stutzer. Watch this. He takes a chance, dives. Swell. Can never take a play off. That young man, that's huge. It's a double if he goes to sleep there. But the shot, tying run, now on base. Fired up.
Couple of outs to work with. Makes you wonder what the plan is for Coastal Carolina here with Rex Watson at the plate. And he watches strike one.
Gotta get strike one. Left on left matchup mentioned. Trey Beard better against righties because of that changeup. That's up in the zone. He wants to work down here.
Little deke and a move to first. Mazan back to the bag.
He's on 6 for 8 stolen bases this year. Lefty on the mound. He's a guy who hangs and reads. Going first move, extremely dangerous. Got a guy at the plate leading this team in home runs with 12 in Rex Watson.
Beard misses high, 1-1. He got Watson to go down on strikes the first time these two faced off earlier today. That was in the 6th inning.
And slider down and away.
Watson pounds it down into the turf, foul to the pull side, and he's got 2 strikes.
1-1 pitch, he wins that battle. Now 1-2 count, way ahead. Looked like Rex Watson. Sitting soft, ready.
Rex Watson 0 for 2 for the game. 2 strikeouts. Trey Beard a 1-2. To the plate. Just nicked foul. And Watson stays alive.
Pushed up. Got just enough of it. You see Rex Watson, he's trying to talk to himself. Keep your front shoulder closed. Don't fly out early. He wants to feel like his mindset is left center field. Keep your back to the pitcher as long as you can. And Beard probably going right back to the same pitch, but lower.
On the ground. Just foul. Barrett had it. He and Adam Dowdy, the first base umpire, both had a good look at it.
6th pitch of the at-bat. Nice battle. Seen everything but fastball and a big breaking ball. It's been a heavy diet. That tight slider.
Tried the fastball. Now it's 2-2.
Yep, tried to sneak it in there. Big key in a ball game. You cannot get beat to the pull side late. Tries to sneak in a fastball away. Misses up in the zone.
Beard again with 2 strikes. Again, it is rolled foul by Watson.
Impressive at bat by Watson. Left on left here. Shot season on the line, down 1.
Watson, the San Diego transfer, inserted onto this club that made the College World Series final against LSU a year ago, and has been described by all of the holdovers from that team that we've talked to this week as an immediate fit. He's a puzzle piece that they were missing all along.
So important when you get a guy out of the transfer portal, having a great season here for Coastal.
Another 2-2, swung on and missed. Trey Beard wins the battle, 1 out away from winning the war.
8 strikeouts today for Trey Beard. And he gets away with a mistake right here. Up in the zone, tick tardy. And Ben Barrett fired up, elimination game here in Tallahassee. 1 out away.
8th strikeout for Beard. It took 8 pitches against Rex Watson.
Looks like we're gonna get a pinch hitter here.
And it is Jackson Weiner, the ultra-talented freshman, pinch hitting for the Chanticleers in place of the catcher Bryce Eastep.
If you wonder if Coastal Carolina does their homework, yes they do. They know Trey Beard struggles against lefties, he's better against righties. So they go with the left-on-left matchup here. Weiner delivered a big double in the Game 1 loss against Northern Illinois.
And he looks at a first pitch strike. It was an RBI pinch hit double in the 5th inning 2 days ago for Jackson Weiner. He got to 2 strikes, battled for 3 as he fouled them away before the big swing. 0-2. Schmela stops it down into the turf. Runner stays put.
Oof, huge.
That's huge. Mazan, a pretty good runner. Jackson Weiner is an extra base hit merchant. 11 of his 20 hits this year for extra bases. So if he does put one in the alleyway, sure, Mazan could score from first, but he would be guaranteed to score from second had he advanced. Strong on, strike 3. The 9th strikeout for Trey Beard in 4 innings of work in relief, piggybacking Wes Mendez there. And Florida State staves off elimination for at least a little while longer. They will play this evening. The loser of our 1-0 game to come a little bit later.
First off, congrats to Coastal Carolina. A nice season. But the Seminoles here at home, the fans fired up, doesn't matter. Don't care how long it takes. These Seminole fans, they always show up. Cannot say enough about the resilience of this club all season long. Through everything, you lose Miles Bailey, all the questions that come with it. Yeah, so what? Link Jarrett, you got him at the helm. That's a big reason he's here. In this club, they've stayed together. And because they did, they're victorious today. How about Cal Fisher with the big game-winning home run here for his Seminoles.
For Coastal Carolina, it's a lot of guys who got to the top of the mountain a season ago and came up just short. Some of them seniors, some of them draft prospects and hopefuls who have likely played their final game in black and teal.
Tough ending, tough ending. By the time your season ends, it's sad. All the work you put in the fall, all the work you put in preparation to the season. You play a long year, played in the national championship last year, and you end up short, losing here in the Tallahassee Regional. 8 pitchers, remember, coming in to this season, they were going to count on the most. 5 of them were lost throughout this season. 3 of them came back, but the final out, Trey Beard. Cannot say enough about the importance of getting this young man in the transfer portal. 9 strikeouts today. First career collegiate save, and he absolutely loves it. And his boy Mendez, yeah, hey, lefties. Friday, Saturday guys, delivering for the Noles.
Cal Fisher, who hit the game-winning home run, is now with us. Cal, look, man, we know it's been a struggle for you at the plate. How good did it feel first for you to yesterday get that home run, your first since April 9th, and then to stroke a double off the wall today? I mean, you're locked in.
Yeah, I mean, it's a playoff time. It's time to go, and this team needs me to step up, and yeah, it's a good time to get hot.
Cal, you know how big of a fan of yours I am, and I've thought about you all year long, and I kept saying, I feel like the postseason is going to be the time where Mr. Cal Fisher shows up. What can you say about like the ups and downs and the ebbs and flows and your teammates and coaches supporting you along the way?
Yeah, I mean, this is the 3rd time playing in Tallahassee Regional, and I mean, you kind of feed off the guys that you saw perform well before you, and I mean, this team is incredible. I mean, we don't want to be done playing, and I mean, that's everybody. So, yeah, keep it going.
Cal, last thing for you, man. It was a long day yesterday. The Seminoles faithful hung around and cheered you guys even as you assisted the site staff with a tarp pull at one point. You got to imagine they'll stick around today to see you guys play later. What's it like playing in this atmosphere in the postseason?
Best crowd in the nation. I mean, it's self-explanatory. I mean, look around. These guys are great, so glad they're on our side, not the other side.
That's right.
I love it, Cal. Congrats, man. Go rest up, and we'll see you later on this evening, all right?
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Cal, congrats, baby. Keep it rolling.
Yeah, appreciate it.
That is the hero, Cal Fisher. His home run in the 5th inning yesterday prior to the suspension of play, ultimately the game winner for the Seminoles. It eliminates Coastal Carolina. That is a participant from last year's College World Series final against LSU, and Florida State lives to see, I would say, another day, but I'm afraid I'm going to get something mixed up. They'll play tonight in another elimination game. They'll get the loser of St. John's and Northern Illinois. That does it for this time from Tallahassee. For Devin Travis, the rest of our great crew, I'm Darren Buck. So long, we'll get you over to Squeeze Play with Chris Budden and the guys, Chris Burke and Mike Rooney. KB, good luck.